Man, I just recorded a video for 6 to 7 minutes, and like in the middle of the recording, or like it was just about to end, and I just saw that the recording software just crashed, and like all of my recording was gone. But here I am again. Let's see what's on the table for today. I think that's my opening line. So today we have an email from Brandon Story, a fellow copywriter who's in the trenches for a lot of years, like who's in the trenches since a couple of years, like half a decade, more than half a decade now. In the past three emails I've covered all kind of email, not all kind of, but major kind of sales email, like FOMO driven sales email, urgency driven sales email and stuff. But today I'm going to talk about a more of a content promotion kind of a sales email, not sales, but a content promotion kind of email, where it is just purely for the sake of getting engagement and getting views on the content, on kind of a branding kind of email. Now enough of the talking, let's start with the subject line. Now here is the subject line: $150K per year with copywriting, ask me anything live. Now this is a big promise. $120K per year with copywriting is a big promise, and incentive is ask me anything live, like people can ask him anything like related to copywriting business and stuff live. Now hey, it's Brandon. Now let's move to the body copy. Hey, it's Brandon here. For 1 hour only you get to join me live on YouTube. Now it's 12:40 a.m. here, so kind of bear with me because I'm kind of pretty sleepy and my voice is kind of broken right now. Let's not get distracted now. Yeah, so this particular call to action is a text-based call to action, ditching the usual button-based like sign me up now, a button or a button saying, click here to register or click here to watch it live, something like that. Better than that, what I have been also using for my clients and which is working pretty solid is that a text based benefit driven call to action. Sometimes you can also add urgency, like for 1 hour only is the urgency part, and rest of it is kind of a benefit driven, like you get to join me live and stuff. Yeah, now let's see the second line: and ask me anything about getting $10,000 per month as a copywriter. Again, a big promise and a big benefit. What is the big promise? 10,000 per month as a copywriter. What is the big benefit? Ask me anything. Let's move on. Now, people pay me $1,900 per month for one-on-one coaching, but for the next 60 minutes, you get free access to me to break through your biggest roadblocks as a new copywriter. This is big value proposition because this is setting up in the mind of the reader like, hey, people used to, or people pay $1,900 per month for one-on-one coaching, and today for 60 minutes I'm getting it for free. Not particularly one-on-one promised in the email, but people will think like he goes live when people pay him, and now he's coming live just to help me. Now let's move on to the next part. Here, if you can see, I've not highlighted the complete thing, but I kind of wanted to highlight this thing is that this particular section is telling the reader what's in it for them, like what questions they can ask, what solutions they will get, because these are the most commonly asked questions inside a live. So I think Brandon just listed, because he's already done a lot of lives, tens of, I think, a good amount of double digit lives he did. Now he might have a list of questions, or he might remember some questions that are pretty common, so he listed it down here, like how to close someone on call, how to price your package and service, how to get started, and XYZ. Now again, one more thing that here I notice is that how to get started, how to this is, if you'll watch my first video, which was breakdown of Ryan Dice email, you'll see that I highlighted one thing, which is that his video does, sorry, not his video, but his copy does um, does rhyme sometime, and this is what rhyming means: how to, because this kind of sings, so people tend to read this. Now, yet again, another benefit driven text based call to action plus value driven, like hop on your live stream and ask me any question in the chat. This is the value part, this is the action part, like do this action now. Now, this is kind of a new way of signing off, which is not being used by most of the people because most probably they don't have a personal brand, or their brand doesn't, or the brand tone doesn't suit this kind of thing. But yeah, if you'll use this kind of sign off in your emails, you'll be rememberable because people tend to remember things that are different. Like if you're driving from your home to your office and you see a black colored penguin riding a bicycle, that will be more memorable than seeing just a penguin or just someone riding a bicycle. So strange thing or a different pattern interrupt things hold attention, or holds a space, a memory in the mind of the reader or in the mind of the audience. Yeah, so that was the breakdown for today's email. Catch you tomorrow, and I hope you like and learn something from this breakdowns. Catch you soon.